Hey everybody, it's Dr.Moe from AMH Chiropractic, where we're always trying to create a new normal. So today is episode 6. Last time we talked about weight loss. The time prior to that we were in the shoulder pain. So we're just going to move down what's called the kinetic chain, and we're going to go into the elbow. The elbow is sort of like the knee of the upper body. Unless there's a major trauma or repetitive stress over and over again, very rarely is that the primary source of your injury. Usually if you got elbow pain, it could be coming from the neck, the shoulder, the pec, or even into the wrist radiating up. But there are some things that could go on in the shoulder, so that's what we want to talk about today. The biggest thing that we see is our golfer's elbow, tennis elbow, your lateral medial epicondylitis. That's just inflammation of the inside of the elbow right in here, or outside of the bone actually. So the best thing that we do for that, besides little myofascial release, a little bit of massage that we do with the tools here, is also this cold laser therapy. So this cold laser therapy actually goes deep into the tissues. And when it's going deep into the tissues there, what it's doing is reactivating the mitochondria. Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. What does it do? It creates ATP. ATP is going to make sure healing takes place. So if you got dead, decaying cells that have had chronic issues, chronic repetitive motions affecting that area, these nerves start to sort of say, you know what, I'm done with you. I can't take it no more. They turn off. So inflammation and edema starts kicking in. When that happens, this laser right here, what it's going to do is it's going to reactivate them to say, hey, start pumping again. Let's go. Wash that stuff out. Let's get rid of the edema. Let's get rid of the inflammation. And it actually gets rid of the pain drastically for people, usually pretty immediate. At least temporary relief right after the first visit. Then after a couple visits, it's gone. It's fantastic stuff. And that's non-invasive, non-surgical, no side effects. It's phenomenal stuff, okay? Other stuff that I see commonly happen in the elbow is called pronator teres syndrome. And what that is you have a muscle that runs from right here and comes over to the middle of the forearm. Who do I usually see this with? My women that hold their purses on their arm right here. You're choking off that muscle. When you choke off that muscle, guess what nerve runs right through that muscle? It's called your median nerve. Median nerve is responsible for these 3 fingers. So when you get numbing and tingling in these 3 fingers, yes, it could be carpal tunnel, which we'll get to next time. But it could also be pronator teres syndrome. And when that's the case, you'll have the numbing and tingling go into the forearm, into these 3 fingers. Whereas carpal tunnel is usually from the wrist up. Okay, so that's a good way to figure out, hey, what the heck's going on with me? And this also happens with my mechanics, people that use a screwdriver a lot, rotating, because that pronator teres muscle is responsible for the rotation of the arm. So when you get this little rotation going on there, that's when you really flex up that muscle, chokes off the nerve, numbing and tingling, weakness in the arm, all these things happen. Usually what you want to do, and you can do this at home, put an ice pack right on there. That should ease it up a little bit. Also, you get a little golf ball or tennis ball, and you could actually, because the fibers run this way here, what you typically want to do is you want to take a golf ball or tennis ball running this way against the fibers. Not too hard, just enough to at least get a little cross friction there to hopefully relax that muscle. If that doesn't work for you, you need to give us a call, 1-833-NEW-NORM. That's where we do our cold laser therapy. That's where we do our trigger point therapy. And that's where I make sure that these bones are all nice, well, and aligned in there. Another thing that people get a lot of is it's when you whack your funny bone, right? Not so funny, you hit this ulnar nerve that's right here in the elbow. You could have a chronic issue where it feels like you're constantly hitting that ulnar nerve, funny bone area, okay? And that's your cubital tunnel syndrome. So what happens there, once again, edema, inflammation, repetitive issues that's happening that's causing this pain to keep on coming on, or numbing and tingling, or even weakness. Once again, our cold laser therapy is fantastic for that, okay? Other stuff that we have going on in the elbow would be any type of hyperextension trauma, stuff like that. You might have to see medical care professionals for that, your orthopedist or someone of that sort. But that's where you come and see us. We'll do an exam. If it's out of our realm, we'll send you elsewhere. We'll tell you, hey, you need to go see this other professional because we can't help you. So we'll make sure we take care of you at that point. Other stuff that we have going on with the elbow, like I said, is with this tricep, for example, as well as the other one. Tricep gets overworked, so when you're pushing up on tables, or you're lifting too much, or so on and so forth. I don't know if you've ever had a heavy tricep day. When that happens, this muscle gets so flared up, the muscle tendon gets inflamed, starts tugging on the elbow, so you have a hard time fully extending the arm because of the soreness that you're feeling, okay? That ice will help you out, cold laser therapy, myofascial release, stuff that we do here in the office. Now, like I said, not a lot of stuff happens in the elbow, okay? But say you have elbow pain, guess where it could be coming from? The neck. Once again, that's where a chiropractor comes in handy. Any chiropractor, myself included, fantastic at the necks. And that nerve that comes all the way down here, you got C4 coming up here, C5 here, C6 sits right here on the medial aspect, and T1 is all the way in this region here. So what the biggest thing we want to do is make sure that your neck is cleared of these subluxations, don't move out of place, pinching a nerve. So once we clear out the elbow joint, making sure that, hey, there's no major trauma, we want to look at the neck, the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, make sure we go down what's called that kinetic chain, going down there, and get things going that way. Thank you everybody so much for listening. Hopefully that was great information for you guys. If you guys have any questions, any comments, any concerns, do not hesitate to call us, 1-833-NEW-NORM. We're always here for you guys, helping you create a new normal. Thanks guys, have a great day.